Hi, my name is Tamara. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my most complimented fragrances of 2024. But before I get into the video, I want to wish you guys a happy holidays. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, I want to wish you a good time with family. I want to thank you for a great year, but I want you to spend time and enjoy family. Even if it's you and your dog, or you and your kids, or you and your family, whatever you do, I want you to enjoy your holidays because you deserve it. So happy holidays to you and your family from me and my coffee today. We're going to be sipping on our coffee and talking about my fragrances that were most complimented. And when I say complimented, these are just fragrances that always get me compliments, more than one. If I go different places in the day, I get compliments pretty much every time or everywhere I go that day when I'm wearing that fragrance. So let me know, what is your number one most complimented fragrance? If I don't have it, chances are I may get it. So I want to know. Drop it in the comments. Let's chat about our fragrances in the comments. What is your most complimented top three most complimented fragrances? You know I want to know. You know we're going to be talking in the comments. Because now the first one we're going to be talking about is Bianco Latte. This is without a doubt, every single time I wear this fragrance, everywhere I go, I'm getting compliments. Places after places, I'm getting compliments. And if I wear this to work, best believe I'm gonna get, oh, you smell good. Oh my God, what are you wearing? You smell good, always. And if I go grocery shopping after, or I go anywhere after, I'm getting compliments. And this is a beast mode fragrance. It's long lasting, it's creamy. You're gonna smell that caramel in there as well. It has the vanilla, but then it has the musk in there that kind of just bring it all together and ground the fragrance. So it's not just all sweet, creamy, all of that, but it's very creamy, very milky, sweet, but just not too much. And for me, coming from me, I don't have a lot of gourmand fragrance in my collection. I wouldn't say that's my first choice for fragrances, but this is just one gourmand fragrance that I have in my collection that I absolutely love. And every time, without fail, if I just want to get a compliment, I can wear this. And I guarantee you someone's going to say, you smell good, you smell nice. This is my go-to fragrance. So this was a top contender. This is probably on this list, I want to say top 3 of my most complimented fragrance. People love sweet fragrances. They love vanilla, especially the people around me or where I go. That it doesn't matter where I go, I'm getting a compliment from this fragrance. And this is Bianco Latte. Another fragrance that gets me a lot of compliments, and it's fairly new to my collection, I got it later on this year, is Atomic Rose. When I tell you, as soon as I walk in a building, I get, oh my God, you smell good. What are you wearing? Without fail. Everywhere I go, I get compliments on this one. People seem to love this one. Now, this one is a great rose fragrance. This is like if Delina has a sister, but she's older, she's sexier, she's more mature. That would be her. This would be her. I feel like she's a little bit more mature, older, sexier than Delina Exclusive, but she is a great rose fragrance. Now it has some slight sweetness in there. Again, I'm almost sure it has vanilla because it has a slight sweetness to it. But when I tell you, longevity on this one, amazing. It projects. When I tell you, as I said, as soon as you walk in a room, if you wear this, and if you have this, let us know. Once you walk in a room, your fragrance is probably going to be there right before you. And when you leave, people are going to smell this fragrance even after you leave a room. The sillage on this one is amazing. It's a beast mode rose musky vanilla fragrance. Absolutely love this. Love it. But not only me, everywhere I seem to go, people tend to love it. People tend to love this one as well. So this is a great compliment getter. It's a sexy rose fragrance that just always get me compliment everywhere, no matter what time of day, because pretty much anywhere I go, even if it's the end of my work day, I still get compliments because this is still on me. This is going to stay on you on clothes as well. Another one that I get a lot of compliments from is in the summer, and this is Sunset Hour. This one is spring summer fragrance. It's a pretty girl summer fragrance. And I remember I wear this to brunch, and as soon as I walk in, the host was like, you smell really good. What are you wearing? Everywhere I go, I get this fragrance. It is not an overly complex fragrance. It's just a nice, this is just a nice fruity floral fragrance. It's not basic because it has a little bit of complexity to it, but it's more of a nice fruity floral fragrance. Longevity is not the greatest. I'm not going to tell you that it lasts the longest, but if you go to brunch, or in the summer you go to church, or you're going to like an early dinner, or you're just going to be around friends, you'll be fine, because the few hours that you're going to be around them, it's gonna be enough. And you can overspray on this one. And this one, it opens up with peach and raspberry, mandarin orange, so very fruity in the opening. And then it has the jasmine, the ginger, it has some sandalwood in there as well, and it has the pink pepper that adds a little bit of spiciness to it. But overall, it's a great summer fragrance. This is a staple in my spring summer, and I got this in summer. But this one, absolutely amazing. Every time I wear it, I get compliments, always. Let's talk about another pretty girl fragrance that is amazing for the warmer months, and it is Valaya. Valaya is just this pretty elegant, again, a more mature fragrance. This is your fragrance if you're going to a special occasion. This is my fragrance if I want to just smell like a boss. I want to, even if I don't feel confident and I want to just, this fragrance does it for me all the time. I love this fragrance. Now, not only me, every single time. Every time I go, I wear this fragrance, I get, oh my God, you smell good. Oh my God, what are you wearing? Oh my God, you smell good. That is a, you smell good. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? I wrote this fragrance down for so many people. I tell them where to get it. I tell them where I get it. And because every time, even at work, I have people who come up to me and like, what are you wearing today? What is that? And it's just this fragrance. This fragrance is just one of those fragrances that, all of these, if I want to get a compliment from my fragrance, I could wear any one of these fragrances, and I'm going to get, you smell good. What are you wearing? Someone literally had me write down the name of this fragrance so that they can get it. And this one is like a fruity musky fragrance. So you're gonna smell some fruits in the opening. You're gonna smell that muskiness. It has the aldehydes in there as well. It can be too much for some, but this one is for me all day. And it took me a while to get into it, but once I got into it, it's like I can't put it down. And this is Valaya. Love this one. Since we're on perfumes, the Marley, let's talk about the other one that is just a compliment grabber, and it's Delina Exclusive. Delina Exclusive is just one of those fragrances that's gonna get me compliments every time. Every time, every office, every meeting. I remember I went to a meeting and I was talking to someone, and you could tell that she's thinking about if she wants to ask me, because she looked puzzled. And I was talking about something and she was like, sorry to interrupt you, but what is that you're wearing? You smell so good. It was this. I put so many people onto Delina Exclusive. So many people. Again, this is another fragrance that I've written down a number of times for people. And this and Valaya, I hate to write down because they're not the cheapest fragrance. They're not the most affordable fragrance. So every time I write it, the people write it down, I have to tell people it's a little bit expensive. There are some people who like, I don't care, I want to know it. So I've written this fragrance down even more than Valaya. So many people I put onto this fragrance because they're like, what is it? I have to have it. It's a great rose fragrance. So if you're looking for a more girly, nicer, simpler, a more girly, younger version of Atomic Rose, it would be this one. They're both beast mode. They're both long lasting fragrance, but this one, there's something about this fragrance that is special, that's just really, that people love. It has the lychee, it has the rose, it has the vanilla, it has some amber in there. It's just really, this fragrance is popular for a reason, and people love this. Not just me as a fragrance a person who loves fragrance, but anywhere I go, if I drop my daughter off or I pick my daughter up, at the end of the day, I still get compliments. Everybody love this fragrance, and this is Delina Exclusive. Let's talk about something a little bit more affordable. Yum Pistachio. This one is this every time. I remember I was helping someone with something, and as I'm helping the person, they're like, what are you wearing? You smell good. Again, another occasion, I went to the grocery store, and the lady was like, oh my God, you smell so good. Again, it's so many places I get, oh, it's you smell good. It is this little bad boy here. It is sweet, but it's nutty as well, and I think it's boozy too. I don't know if it's boozy. This one is sweet and it's nutty, so it's a good mix. Not just sweet, but it has some complexity to it. It's just an amazing fragrance, and every time I wear this fragrance, I get, oh my God, you smell good. People tend to love sweet fragrance, so I'm not surprised that every time I wear a sweet fragrance, I get compliments. But this one is just one of those fragrances that multiple places, multiple times, I get compliment from this one. This is just, it's a yummy pistachio fragrance. It's so nice. Now, when I first got it, it wasn't the most long-lasting fragrance, but as it sits, the longer this sit, the better it gets over time. It's like Vanilla 28. It gets better with time, and I find that now that I have it for a while, it's even more long-lasting and it projects more. So Yum Pistachio, one of my most complimented fragrance in my collection. The next one, well, it's two. They get me this doesn't really get me compliments, a lot of compliments on its own. This one is the original. You know, people love Backarat, but people love this and people know it. But these two together, when I wear these two together, it is, what is that? What are you wearing? You smell good. You smell like money. You smell rich. Oh my God, you smell amazing. I get the extreme from this. I get, and because the combination is a little bit different, it's not maybe something that people are used to, but there's something about this combination that people get boss babe, rich, money, old money, luxe, elegant, classy. These two together. I wore them on my birthday to dinner, and as I'm walking past someone, she was like, oh my God, you smell good. You look good, but you smell good. It was this. If I remember to pop a picture in my birthday outfit, I will, but this was amazing. This combination is a banger every time, without fail. If I want to get, you smell good, you smell like you have money, you smell rich, these two get my life. So they're only they're only on the list because they have to be together. On their own, they're not my most complimented, but together they made the list because they're really good. Another one that gets me compliment that I've written down for so many people, that I've put so many people on, is For Your Love by Ms. Zenzer. This fragrance used to be a work fragrance for me, and I was always wearing it to work, and every time. I remember I was talking to this lady, and in the middle of helping her with something, she was like, oh my God, I have to ask, what are you wearing? And I told her, she's like, oh my God, I've never heard about that before, but where can I find it? I told her, this fragrance, people say it's a little bit mature and it gives remnants of Baccarat. No, this fragrance stands on its own. It's a powdery, musky fragrance. It is amazing. This is just a great fragrance that can be worn to pretty much anywhere. It can be worn to work. It can be worn to brunch. It can be worn to dinner. It's a great musky fragrance. Now, you have to love your musk in your fragrance and florals, but it is amazing. I would say get your nose on it because it may not be for everyone, but this is definitely for me. And yes, you can see I was wearing this so much in 2024, and I guess because I was wearing it a lot too, I get a lot of compliments on this one. For Your Love is one of those fragrance that is in my top 10. I absolutely love it, and I get tons of compliments. I have to write this down for people, and this is also another good long lasting. It projects in the first few hours, and this gives me a good 7 to 8 hours. People are running after me like, what are you wearing? Passing people like, oh my God, you smell good. These are just these things that I get attention grabbing fragrances. These things are going to get people to talk to you. People who don't normally talk to you, they're going to talk to you just because they want to know what you're wearing. And I remember a guy asked me about this fragrance as well because he wanted to give it to his wife. So men love this too. I can't have a most complimented list and not have guidance on my list. In terms of compliments, this get me compliments all the time. This fragrance gets me compliments every time I wear this. I remember I was talking to a co-worker and I'm talking in the middle of it. She said, gosh, you smell good. What is that? This is what I get. I get, oh my God, you smell good. Every time. This fragrance, but this fragrance, it's so different that people don't smell this a lot. So when I do wear this, I get, oh my God, you smell good. What is that? And I get a, what is that? Every time. This, never worn this fragrance and not gotten a compliment. Never. It's just one of those fragrances where someone's going to tell me I smell good. Someone's going to ask me what it is. Someone's going to want to look it up. I'm going to pass someone and they're going to just look around like, you smell good, and keep it moving. This fragrance, it's a complex, nutty, floral fragrance that is just complex, that's different. And even though it's so different, I'm so surprised that so many people give me compliments on this fragrance because it's different. There's no in between with guidance. You have to love it or you hate it. But for some reason, every time, and I guess because the dry down is really nicer than the opening, that I get compliments because the dry down is really, really pretty. And this is guidance. Really, the last one we're going to be talking about that really give me a lot of compliments when I wear it, and I try not to wear it too much because I think it's a little bit younger, is Chance or Tendre by Chanel. This one give me compliments all the time, every time, without fail. Wherever I go, whether it's work, I wear this sometimes to brunch. I wear this to run errands as well. I wear this grocery every single time. More than one place. If I go one place for the day, I'm getting a compliment. If I go grocery shopping, I'm getting a compliment. If I run errands and I'm in a store, I'm getting a compliment. This fragrance, people just love this. This is a nice, girly, feminine, musky, fruity, floral fragrance. It is really, really pretty. It's a pretty girl fragrance and I love it and I get compliments. I just think for my age and where I'm at right now, I don't use it as much now. I don't pull for it as much, but it still get me compliments. So this was just something that in the first few months of the year when I was wearing this, I was getting a lot of compliments. It's on the list because every time I wear it, I get a lot of compliments. I just don't wear it a lot anymore, but it's still a compliment grabber fragrance. This one, there's something about this fragrance that just always get me compliments. But if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I want to know what your most complimented fragrances of 2024 are. I want to know. These are the ones that just always get me multiple compliments in the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I get to see you in the next one. Bye.